Hi guys, and welcome back to today's video. I'm excited about this product, but then I'm also kind of hoping that I don't like this product because it is rather expensive. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the new Pat McGrath foundation. Well, first we're going to start with the primer, the foundation, and then the powder. I will say that this is the second item that I purchased from Pat McGrath's line. The first item I bought was the mascara that I absolutely hands down love, which is the mascara I'm wearing today, like always. But I think she's almost done. She's getting dried up, guys. I'm very sad about that, but I have some other mascaras we're going to be trying, so don't worry about that. But in today's video, we are going to be focusing on the foundation. I will say that the packaging, like the boxes, are very pretty. They're very minimalistic. I've already taken everything out of here, so it's just I like how it all tucks. Like, here's the powder box. I like that's black with the gold letters. A lot of people do white and gold. I really am digging this black and gold. The foundation bottle is beautiful. It's very weighted with that frosted glass. You do get quite a bit of foundation in here. You get 1.18 ounces, and typically I think foundations, at least the ones I have, are around 1 ounce. You do get a little bit more, which can justify the price a little bit. It has the little mark of 12 months for how long this will be good for. I ended up getting medium or light medium number 14 because I wanted it to match my skin tone right now. Although I must say I'm actually kind of fair for summer months, but I've been keeping myself covered because of the poison ivy. Still battling that. Don't wish it upon any of my enemies. It's terrible. So yeah, that's what today's video is going to be. I'm going to show a demonstration of me putting it on, where I was kind of not sure if it was really the correct tone, because in the lighting with the lights that I'm using for this video, it kind of looked a little bit darker, but in real life it actually does match my skin perfectly. It's a perfect match. And then I will do a check-in to see if it really holds up. But right now, first impression, it's very pretty. All right, so let's start with the primer. I have the Pat McGrath primer, the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection primer, and it's Base Perfection Sublime. Let's see here. On Sephora, it retails for a whopping $60, and you get 1 fluid ounce, so that's not a whole lot. It has 3 reviews so far, and so far it only has 2 stars on Sephora. What it is, according to the description, it's a perfecting primer that smooths, hydrates, and blurs with a sublime silken effect that ensures a flawless canvas and makeup application that lasts. Highlighted ingredients are hyaluronic acid, which we all know hydrates the skin by attracting moisture from the air, and cosmetic filler powder, a coated microsphere powder meant to mimic the smoothness and clarity of ceramic to fill in the look of wrinkles and diffuse light, and is free of parabens. So let's go ahead and try this on. I'm gonna squirt it out on my hand. It's pink, and we'll just smooth it on here. It doesn't have a bad feeling. People are saying it didn't have a fragrance to it, but to me it smells like a perfume. Don't exactly know which perfume it smells like, but I definitely feel like it has a perfumey scent. Okay, so let's see. Alright guys, from looking at the camera here, do we see a noticeable difference in blurring of the skin? I don't see a whole lot of difference at all, which is fine. Alright, moving on to the foundation. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do not like a full face foundation. I am more of a light to medium coverage. This does retail for $68. She does have an impressive amount of colors. There's 35 of them. Let's see, this has about 4.5 stars on Sephora out of 514 reviews. It says it's a long-wearing customizable foundation that builds from sheer to medium coverage in a wide range of universal hues that manifests the ultimate supplying skin standards. Coverage is medium, the finish is natural, liquid foundation. Unique ingredients, unique polymers provide lasting wear. High purity pigments treated with amino acids to deliver enhanced wear and a creamy feel. And diamond core powder, getting fancy, enhances radiance and skin luminosity and decreases the appearance of skin imperfections. It's also free of parabens. So I picked up the shade, what did I get? Light medium 14, because I do have olive skin tone underneath. So the packaging on this is amazing. I will say the packaging on this one, I ended up ripping it open because I could not get into it. But the foundation box, this is very nice. This is what I'm expecting if I'm buying like a $68 foundation. I'm expecting not only the outside packaging to be nice and it flips open, it seems very luxurious. And then the bottle is glass. It looks very sophisticated with the frosted glass, the minimal labeling, and the top on this is very nice and secure. It really gets down in there, and it comes in a pump. So we are going to pop some of this onto my hand. I'm just going to do one pump, shake it up just in case. So one full pump, and it is a very like liquidy consistency. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot it on this side of my face. I'm hoping, honestly, you guys, I'm hoping that I do not like this foundation, because $68 is quite a lot for a foundation. And I must say, I did pick out, I feel like I picked out my right color. It's a little bit darker than my neck, but I have been avoiding the sun since I have poison ivy still that I'm battling. That blends like a dream. You can see it is very light, but you can see the color correcting from this side where I have some darkness under here, which I still have some here. Only concealer really is going to correct that. But you can see that it's completely evened out my skin tone compared to this side. So go ahead and pop this. I may need a little bit more. What I am noticing with this bottle, you do have control to do like half a pump, which a lot of foundations don't give you that control to be able to pick how much you want. It's kind of like you have to use a whole pump. You can't really squeeze half of one. I don't know why they do that. At least I do. They want you to use it up faster, so you have to buy more sooner. I mean, we all know why they do that. But it's nice that she did not do that to us. And I totally got that all in my eyebrow. Yeah, this blends super effortlessly. Like, you're not gonna have to fuss with it to get it to blend. It just super easy blendability. That, and this is what I'm using. This is It's brush, the like little flat kabuki. I have, well, first when I would remember that I needed to get a new foundation brush for my Clarisonic, they would be sold out. And then I would forget that I need it when they would have it. It's just been a vicious cycle. So I have kind of moved to using this brush again, which used to be one of my favorite ways to put on my foundation. I'm still not a big fan of using a beauty blender for my foundation. I primarily like to use it just for my under eyes. So I am going to take what's on the back of my hand and work this down my neck, since my neck is a little lighter than my foundation currently. Okay, so we've done my entire face and my neck with about a pump and a half. This is really pretty. If you are wanting full coverage, this is not for you. But I think just for an everyday, you know, light to medium coverage, just on the first impression of putting it on my face, I really like it. So now let's go ahead and move on to the powder. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use the same brush, I think. No, let me get my powder brush, 1 second. I'm back. Does look a little bit dark. This lighting kind of throws it off a little bit. But let's go ahead and get this out here again. Oh man. So I've heard some reviews about when you first open it up, you have to pull that sticky off and there's a bunch of product outside the little mesh. So that's why I'm trying to get as much in there as I can before I open it. I do like that it's just minimalistic packaging, just black and just clear. I do enjoy that. It does have a little pull off sticky. I'm going to try to do this as gently. Oh, there's already a bunch of powder flying out. Okay, not as bad as I thought it was going to be with the shifter here, but oh, I forgot to tell you guys, I got this in shade. Let me put the lid on it before I really make a mess here. I got shade light medium 2, and this retails for $55. And this one I don't even think, let's see, it says it's good for 24 months on the packaging, so that's kind of nice. But you only get 5 grams. That's not a lot of powder. On Sephora's website, it has about 3.5 stars. It's only been reviewed by 2 people. And let's see, the product details: a brilliant, buildable, ultra weightless luxe setting powder that imparts radiant perfection in 5 shade formulas. It has amino acid treatment powder, which ensures color true performance, and lighter than air proprietary blended powder. Ingredient callouts: it has free of parabens and contains less than 1% of synthetic fragrance. So it's kind of interesting that one mentions fragrance. I forgot to smell the foundation to see if it has a smell. I think I'm smelling the primer on my hand. Let's see. Let's put on some concealer before we powder. Let's do that. Okay. Alright guys, so when I go into the bathroom in regular lighting, the difference that I'm seeing when I look into the screen isn't as noticeable in the regular light. I think this main light's throwing it off. I am currently not using the Jeffree Star foundation or Jeffree Star concealer, not because I don't like it, but right now my skin's a little bit too dark and it looks really, really stark white. So I'm using Bamboo by Fenty. I actually really enjoy this concealer, and I just messily apply that. I'm gonna put the lid on it. And these are really cool because they like magnetic like together. I got it like a little trio. And then this is just a multitasker complexion number 45 by Sephora. That I like using this brush with this product with more creamier concealer. I like to use my beauty blender, but this, like, the beauty blender really doesn't feel like does much blending with this formula. I mean, it's creamy, but not like liquid cream was what I'm meaning. So, all right, concealer is on. So I'm going to take my beloved, this is the Scott Barnes number 67 brush. It's all Tati's fault. A lot comes out on that shifter. So I should say to brush it on. I'm taking the excess on my lid. Typically, I'm not one that's going to powder my whole face. I feel like this is rather, I feel like it's going to be light. Holy moly. And I've been trying to not really powder as much under here, but keep it like here and out. And when you use a liquid foundation and you put like a light powder over it before you put on your bronzer, if you're using powdered bronzer, the powder just really helps everything out blend out seamlessly. I'm going to take whatever is left in the lid just so it doesn't make a mess, and I'm going to pounce it on my T-zone one more time. I will say I wish that this had like a little turn thing like Jeffree Star powder does, where it doesn't fall out, because this is just loose. And even, what was the one powder that was like wet to the touch? It had like a closer on it, so it didn't come out. I would not say that this is travel friendly because of that, because the minute you tip it, it's all gonna dump out. So I'm gonna go finish my face real quick and I will be back. Alright guys, I'm back. Rest of my face is on. I'm looking at my skin here. It looks beautiful. It looks like my skin. It doesn't take away all of the like imperfections that are on my skin. You can still see like little freckles coming through, but I don't like a full face of makeup that completely like wipes out my face. In my mind, there's a time and a place for that, but day-to-day life is not the time or the place for me. With my lifestyle, I don't want a blank canvas and rebuilding everything. I still like to look like me, and you still be able to see my skin, but that's just for my day-to-day wear. Like I said, time and a place for full coverage, and I used to be a full coverage type of gal, and I've kind of just moved into not enjoying that look as much. So yeah, I'm gonna scooch you in a little bit here. So yeah, you can see that it like, and I do have this weird line that goes down my face. We'll get into that in another video. But it looks very, it does actually, I feel like it blurs. I don't know if that's so much the primer or if it's more just the foundation that has that blurring effect with the powder. But it is very pretty. I'm gonna say first impression of putting it on my skin and seeing it, I like it. Alright guys, so it is now about 9:30, so I've had this foundation on for a little over 8 hours. I was just sitting on the couch with my hand on my face, so it has come off a little bit right here. And then David and I ended up going out to dinner, so blotting with a napkin, so it did come off a little bit through here. But I think with normal wear of foundation, if I wasn't touching my face, I think it would look really good. And I'm just using like normal overhead lighting. I don't have like the special little ring light on or anything. And I've been itching because my poison ivy, so disregard the redness on my neck. But overall, I really like this foundation. Unfortunately, I think I will try it wearing it without the primer to see if I notice any difference, and then trying different powders with it. So I'll give you an update when I try those. So yeah, that's it for today with this foundation. It's nice if you're somebody who wants full coverage. This is not going to be for you. I know people are kind of concerned with I believe it's the 4th ingredient being alcohol. My skin's not really that sensitive to alcohol, and I think it's just mainly to thin out the consistency of the foundation, because it is a very liquidy foundation. So if you're not scared of alcohol, and I think obviously, I say obviously, but I think the alcohol will evaporate when it comes out of the body and put it on your skin. So I don't think it's a high amount of alcohol that's going to like suck your face of all the moisture that we put on it with our moisturizer and things like that. So yeah, that's it on the foundation. So I will keep you posted when I try it out in the different variations. All right, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. There's a button right down there. I believe it's in the corner of my video right there. go ahead and click that, join the family, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.